The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge battled rain as they stepped in for the Queen for the third and final royal garden party of the year at Buckingham Palace on Wednesday. Catherine was among a host of royals standing in for the Queen, who traditionally oversees 4 garden parties each summer but has bowed out of this year's engagements amid ongoing mobility issues. As the Queen rolls back on her in-person appearances, the palace said in a statement earlier this month, "Her Majesty will be represented by other members of the royal family at this year's garden parties, with details on attendance to be confirmed." The annual garden parties, which are held between Buckingham Palace and Holyrood House in Edinburgh, are a way for Her Majesty to celebrate and reward those who have distinguished themselves in public service. They require the royal host to spend more than an hour on their feet as they make their way through the crowd. This year's previous garden parties, held on palace grounds, took place on May the 18th and on May the 11th. And it is the first time the garden parties have been held since 2019, after they were cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Queen, who will celebrate her Platinum Jubilee next week, is increasingly relying on senior royals, including Prince Charles, the Duchess of Cornwall and Prince William, to stand in her stead at high-profile engagements. However, she has made a number of appearances over the past week, including visiting the Royal Chelsea Flower Show and opening the Elizabeth Line. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge attended Wednesday's event in the run-up to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee weekend. The couple also joined by the Earl and Countess of Wessex and Princess Beatrice at the event, where the royals chatted with invited guests. They were seen huddled underneath umbrellas to persevere with the celebration despite the unfavourable weather conditions. Arriving at the event, the Duchess last wore the mint green gown for Prince Charles's investiture anniversary in March 2019, where she paired it with nude accessories. She swept her hair, which had been carefully styled into loose waves, behind her shoulders and opted for a matching fascinator for the garden party. Meanwhile, she kept her makeup neutral, with a sweep of eyeliner and a touch of blusher on her cheeks. Despite the weather, Catherine was in high spirits and could be seen beaming as she spoke with guests as the rain dripped from her brolly. Meanwhile, Sophie Wessex also repeated an outfit from a previous event. The Countess opted for a stunning blue midi gown, which she previously wore to Ascot. Princess Beatrice wore a pretty cap-sleeve tan-coloured midi dress for the occasion, which she paired with a matching headband. Meanwhile, Prince William looked dapper in a top hat, double-breasted waistcoat and tailcoat, as Prince Edward looked equally as smart. The annual Buckingham Palace garden parties, started in the 1860s by Queen Victoria, are a way of recognising and rewarding public service and see people from all walks of life enjoy high tea on the lawn to the sound of a military band. Every year, the Queen invites 30,000 people to attend the parties. At each garden party, around 27,000 cups of tea, 20,000 sandwiches and 20 slices of cake are consumed. For the occasion, men are asked to wear morning dress or lounge suits, while women are invited to wear a day dress, usually with hats or fascinators. 3 garden parties will be held at Buckingham Palace in May, followed by a party at Holyrood House in August. Buckingham Palace released a statement last month revealing the Queen would not attend the annual events, but did not offer any explanation. Speaking on the monarch's absence from the parties, royal expert Angela Levine said it was a shame the monarch did not host the events, as she did previously, but it was a decision made in Her Majesty's interests. She said, "It's a good decision for the Queen not to attend garden parties, as there would be too much standing. What a shame, though." However, the Queen has attended a number of official royal engagements in recent weeks, including touring the 10 gardens of the Chelsea Flower Show on Monday. Her Majesty arrived at the annual event, hosted by the Royal Horticultural Society, in a buggy for her enhanced comfort. A palace statement said the judgments had been made for the Queen's comfort, the monarch using the buggy for the first time in almost a decade. The Queen had previously used a buggy during the 2013 Coronation Festival at the palace.